Hello, I'm online. I'm online. Please check YouTube and Facebook. YouTube and Facebook. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. In the next 2 minutes, I'll be starting our lectures. Good evening. Good evening. If you're watching me, good evening. I think we are good to go. Good evening. If you're watching me on Facebook, or you're watching me on my YouTube channel, or you're watching me from Instagram, good evening. This is Steve Teller from Spain, an instructor in road safety and automobile experts. Today, I want to talk about the secrets of getting the Spanish driver's license. I'm going to talk about the two secrets of getting the Spanish driver's license. Thank you, my people from the Facebook. I really appreciate you. And if you're joining me from Facebook, you're welcome. If you're joining me from my YouTube channel, please, you're welcome also, because we are live on this. We are streaming live from these two platforms. And tonight, I want to explain, because people requested for this, I want to tell us the secrets of passing this driver's license. And I'm going to show us the kind of test we experience in exam, the likely question we experience in exam. Many students, my purpose of coming live is to allow people to understand that many of our Nigerian community here in Spain, they don't tell people truth so much. A lot of people are ventured into an exam malpractices, and they are residents that are being held down, and they keep pushing people to tell them that they can sit for them or someone can sit for them. Let me just tell you something. It is possible when you make it possible. It is possible when you make it possible. The only way you can make it possible is for you just to follow the step. What are the steps? I'm going to explain the two things which we have to, and at the end of today's lecture, I'm going to teach some likely tests which are likely coming up on the class. So if you want to acquire the driver's license here in Spain, which is reputable in other European country, how can you get it? First thing is for you to use a right material that tallies to the exam. Many students, we have almost 6 languages here to sit for, and you have right to pick the language that you feel is suitable for you in exam. We have the English, we have the Spanish in 4 form, we have the French, we have the Chino, and we have the German also. So what you need to do is that when you're picking English, many people will tell you that English is not easy to pass in English. You can pass in Spanish. Good. If you are able to read and write Spanish very well, no problem. Because remember that the static question 30 minutes, so you need to be considerate of your timing. Now, again, if you feel that the English is better, what you need to just do is that get a right material. What we do in our school, in my own teaching, is that I use the right material that tallies to the exam. So what you need to do is that you use a right material. When you are able to get a right material, the book, the test, the way the English is being translated in exam, you are able to get it straight without no problem. You are able to get it straight without no problem. But when you use a wrong material that gives you stress to start brainstorming in exam, it will waste your time, and it will make the whole thing look as if their English is not correct. Let me get the mentality of some people. Some people will go to the exam and say their English is not correct. No, because it's a Spanish-speaking country does not mean that they just roll out an English question without not considering it. They have people that inspect, translate, that are authorized one, who confirm that those questions are right in English. So you can't complain. If you have any other problem, you can complain. You can try to like give a complaint, fill complaint form and get it across them. So the major thing you have to understand is you have to make sure that you use the right material. If you go to any school in Spain that does not use right material for you, right material for English is more expensive than the Spanish. Just note that. So that is why when you go to some driving school, they will tell you that, look, we can teach you in Spanish, we cannot take you in English because English is expensive, and they have to manage some textbook which you are going to stress, and they give you a kind of test which are like Google translation. Those Google translation tests, they are not giving you the clear picture of what you are going to meet in exam. So the other thing which you have to understand again is that you have to have a good lecture, somebody who lecture you very well, who is able to break the test, because there are some tests that has what we call the general rules, and there are some that has exceptional cases, which you have to understand difference between the general rules and the exceptional cases. So if you mix them up, you don't have a proper, or somebody can say, oh, I don't need to even go to school. Good. If you don't go to school and you read by yourself and you pass, good. But sometimes remember that in future, you might have problem when you are not technically good as a driver on the roadway. You will meet some kind of challenges on the roadway that will bring a sanction to you, which are not so good. So, which is the last thing you have to do is your readiness, your seriousness to do the exam. There are people that come to driving school and they pay, PAM, and please, I want to get this thing in 1 month. But after 2 weeks, you realize that they want to travel to somewhere. They don't even have time. They don't create time for it. When you don't create time for it, there's no other magic anyway. You have to create time for it. You have to be available to study, and you have to give at least 2 hours every day. If you want to have it within a month, you must keep at least 2 hours, and you must touch test. Don't just keep on test alone. You have to understand the 16 syllables, which is 16 chapters that comprises of the whole thing. So when you are able to read the manual very well and you understand the 16 chapters, you are able to secure the test easily. But when you're just doing a test alone, somebody like now saying, I want to just be doing the test alone. If you're doing test alone, if that test does not come out, what will you do? But when you go to those 16 chapters and you are able to you understand those 16 chapters very well, it's more easier for you. Those are the three things which you have to take serious if you're ready to get the driver's license here in Spain, which is very, very important, as we all know. So if you have any question in future, you can always write me on my WhatsApp, or you write me, or you call in to ask any question. That is why I'm here today. The few minutes I'm going to spend with us, which is like 30 minutes on this platform, I want to explain to us that it is possible. It is possible. We have online class. Even though if you're complaining of work, you can also join us online. We teach online. We get material posted to you, whatever country you are, and we'll book exam for you, and you are able to come do your exam. We have teaching online 24 hours at a convenient time with video and with voice notes, which is helpful, and the right material, which is helpful to a lot of people. We have good record last year. A lot of people passed online, class online, and they are able to even appreciate much what we did. So this year we are having a lot of people that has registered also. So you can register anytime you join the driving school becomes your beginning. What you need to understand is that you don't have to say, I want to do it next month. You can start anytime. You can start, and we have a modality of payments with us, which we can permit you to pay instrumentally, and we get all the materials across to you when you're faithful of your payment. So that is it. So today I'm going to, because of my students are online, I'm going to take some kind of test which we did last time in the class, and I'm going to explain how those tests goes. And you might not have it clear on video here, but I'm going to read them out, and I'm going to explain why those answers are like that. So we have some tests. Some of this tests in exam comes like this. I'm going to give you some picture like this, something like this, something like this, something like this. We have it something like this. So when you have those texts in exam, what you're going to experience, 1 minute. What you're going to experience is where you are going to experience a 30 question. You are going to be confronted with a 30 question. 30 question. Your 30 question, you have to understand the 30 question takes 30 minutes. So one thing you have first of all remove tension out of it. Get prepared. That is your money. You're using your money to go and do the exam. So take away tension so that you can be able to dominate the table. So when you dominate the table, when they ask you to start. If number one is not clear, leave it, go and do the next one. you can come back to see it. Remember that most of the question goes in pairs. Why I said it goes in pairs is that when you fail one question, you are likely to fail another one, because most of them goes in a way that they go in a way that it's like a pair. So you have to understand them, that when you don't answer number one, something similar might come in number 20 that will give you a clear picture of number one. So it's very, very important for all of you to understand this way. In this course of teaching, I permit you to call for any question or anything about driving school or this license you want to ask. My number remains 620-586-038. Somebody can help us to write it on the Facebook on the message for people to. We have it on the YouTube channel live. So if you have it, you understand that our number is 620-586-038. If you have any question to ask in this course of this explanation, which I'm going to do, it's going to be a 30 minutes, and I explained to you that I'm going to try to maximize our time to give us there. And remember that next week I'm going to launch another new format online like this, which I'm going to give 20 materials to 20 students, different 20 students, free of charge, online like this. But I'm going to do the advert online for as many that will join us. 30 minutes lecture weekly. I will be giving out book in Spanish, 20 free book for 20 students that will be able to, that would like to join us. So you're going to have a free material in Spanish from me, and it's going to be something better that will help you to achieve. My aim is to make sure that all the Nigerian community here in Europe can be able to acquire their driver's license easily. So if you have any question, you can always call direct, whether through WhatsApp or direct call on 620-586-038. So what are we talking about today? I'm going to explain some likely questions which are coming up in exam, which you might get used to, but sometimes they look dicey in exam. To my student, most of my students, they have it in the class and they can follow me up, but I'm going to try as much as possible for me to show us the question and to read it out and to explain people why the answer is like that. So we have a picture like this. This first picture, which has a police officer. Number one question says, is it mandatory for police officer and the road workers use retroreflective? Retroreflective means that reflective kind of jackets that permit driver to see them in the distance of at least 150 meters. Look, when we look at the purpose of that reflective jacket that police wear, something that makes them reflective at night, it is compulsory that original reflective jacket must be seen in 150 meters. So that is why the answer is yes, always. Anything that any police officer or any construction person is wearing on the roadway, before we can ascribe it as a reflective gadget, it has to be reflective at least in 150 meters. So you have to have that in exam, because in exam they can twist the question and be asking you what will make you to consider it reflective. You consider it reflective when it is giving you at least 150. You can be able to see it at least at 150 meters. So anything that is you're able to see within 150 meters is still reflective. But when you are not able to see it, you're not able to see it even in 15 meters, it's not a reflective kind of jacket enough that you can consider as an authorized one used by the officer on the roadway. Another question that comes on number 2, which I'm going to show you the picture on panel. Look at this 2 panel, this white 2 panel, this white 2 panel. The white 2 panel, in class, you have to understand that anytime you have those panels, they indicate the kind of road which you are driving on, and they tell you the direction which that road is heading to, depends on the direction of the arrow. But when the panel is blue in color, it means that you are driving on a motorway or dual carriageway. When the panel is white, it means that you are driving on a conventional road, and a conventional road can also be called another highway. So in question here, they say this sign on this highway indicates immediate exit. The immediate exit is the one arrow beside it, the white on the white panel. So the white panel means that it's not going. You can't pick motorway because motorway is supposed to be blue. Dual carriageway is supposed to be blue. So there is the another highway, which is the conventional road or regular road. In exam, sometimes they call it regular road, so they can assign that. So in some question in exam, you can see it as, what is a conventional road? A conventional road is still a regular road. So regular road. So that is it. So good afternoon, people that are joining us on Facebook. Sister Cynthia, good afternoon, brother Chiboy Eze, my brother, bless you, long time. Good afternoon, everybody that I'm not able to mention, but I just have to so that we can maximize our time. So another question on number 3 here, which are likely to come in exam in this area, is they say drinking coffee or tea reduce the alcohol level in the body or in the blood. Whether you drink coffee or tea, it does not reduce anything. Many people will go to the exam and say, oh, when I'm drunk and I put chewing gum in my mouth, it reduces the alcohol level in you. No, it has nothing. When alcohol is in your blood, is in your blood. Something can just make you to look good by putting chewing gum, or you try to take in something that are like suppressive. No, they doesn't erase the effect of alcohol in you. That is why the answer is no. So drinking coffee or you drinking anything or red oil does not have any influence, does not reduce the effect of alcohol in you. So you have to know that question comes in exam, and a lot of people fail it because they thought the mentality we have in Africa is that when you are drunk and somebody say, I put bitter cola or put something in your mouth, it will reduce the alcohol level in you. No. Here it does not. If you're still stopped and being controlled by police to carry out a breathalyzer test, they will still have the level of alcohol in you. Now, the number 4 question say, do dynamic lights, what is dynamic light in this case? Dynamic light are light that improve your visibility. They're this kind of new kind of fashion light that makes you to have a clear picture of the road in some certain circumstances, most especially at bend or a kind of intersection where you have. Even most of the new technology car, they have a kind of unit that automatically elevates the level of the lights and try to correspond. So it is important that you understand that the dynamic light is a kind of advanced light that makes the road to be more okay. So number 5 question on this way say, does alcohol has greater effect on in general? Who does alcohol has greater effect? When you look at alcohol level has effect on different people. According to the objective here, they say A, women, B, men. C says it does not affect according to sex. Many people will fail that question in exam. Even in exam here, what you people need to understand is that alcohol affects women more than men. So the answer will be A. Though sometimes in some part of the nation in Nigeria, when you look at like when we talk about some Wari people or Yoruba, you hear that they drink alcohol and they don't even feel the effect. You understand me? But women, I'm talking about women. But here you have to understand it normal in general. The general theory says when a male and a female takes in alcohol, the person that gets drunk faster is the male. So is the female. So you have to understand that in exam you pick the female. So the female gets they get it. Those that call for invitation of video, I'm going to do that. Let me just try to run this test, please. So the next one is number 6. Here, our number 6 question. The number 6 question says, if you look at this road, we have the 4 intersection junction. Now they said, may the driver of the green vehicle overtake from the right. Overtake from the right. On that road, the vehicle white is trying to turn to the left. So the green car has right to overtake on the right. He has right to overtake on the right. So that is yes, if there's enough space. Because in exam, there's something we call general rules of overtaking. According to general rule, overtaking is done on the left, but exceptional cases permit you to overtake on the right side if the vehicle is at your front is intending to turn to the left and there's enough space on the right side. So just note that in exam. Number seven of our test says, on a stretch of road with many bends that are signposted with a sign of dangerous bend, are you permitted to drive with the front fog lights? Yes. The front fog lights, there are 2 fog lights. We have fog light at the back and we have fog light at the front. So the front fog lights are always on the bumper side. When you look at the front of the car, you look at the bumper, you see that some vehicle they have what we call a fog light, a front fog light. And at the back the rear fog light is not positioned differently. It's positioned inside the tail light. So you have to understand that the front fog light, fog light are used in any meteorological or weather condition that reduce visibility. But apart from that, the front fog light can also use at any bend or a narrow section of road that has signposted curve. So the front fog can also be used, but the rear one, no. In exam, some questions have been twisted and they said, can you use the rear one at the bend? No, the rear one is only used when the weather condition is difficultly reduced. So you need the rear one, but the front one is used when you just have a reduced visibility and during the bend also that is signposted with curve. So we have number 8 question. Our number 8 question here says, may a cyclist transport passenger? Yes, you can transport passenger if that bicycle has an additional seat meant for it, not on the bar, not on the handler. The way in Africa, when you see some people going for palm wine stuff, you realize that they put some people on the handler or on the bar. In that case, here it is not permitted. You must have a kind of a seat that is homologated. That is the seat that is ascribed for that kind of bicycle that will be able to hold a passenger on it. So if that seat is not fitted on the bicycle cannot carry passenger. There's one question that comes in exam about bicycle, which talks about, can you tow a trailer with a bicycle? A lot of people fail it in exam when they go to exam, and can you fail this towing a trailer? Whatever you hang behind your bicycle, so far it has a wheel, it becomes a trailer. So you are hauling it, it becomes a trailer. What we are doing here is for people that are joining. I have my honorable Prince Kelly online. If you're joining us, we are trying to open the secret how you can be able to get the driver's license easily online. And this year we want to have as much number of people that can get it. Last year I was able to provide 200 and something students that got it. So this year I want to make a record. So we are trying, and I tell that the next class, which is coming up next week on this platform, which I will be giving 20 free book for anywhere you are. If you are outside Spain, just give me your direction. You pay for your post. I'll post it direct to you for you to have it in Spanish. So I'm going to be giving that as a scholarship to as many students that will come online, because our dream, our major aim is to make sure that at least many people are able to acquire, possess this driver's license, which is very easy. We want to make it easy. We want to let people believe that it is possible. Just don't allow anybody to tell you that it is hard. It's not hard. It's only for you to give time. You can get it in 2 weeks. I have people that travel from even Sweden, Norway to Spain, and they have a kind of personal class online with us, and they are able to get it. So you can get it. It is possible. You can get it. So we have the other test online here on the class which we do. We have online class which you don't need to move from your house. What you need to do is that just call me on phone on 620-586-038, or you drop message for me. I will explain to you how you can join us online. You don't need to. You can join us midnight. We have 24 hours class, which you do. What you just need to do is that we get material. Give me your address. We'll post material to you. You join the lecture almost every time when we deliver the lecture. You follow up. You ask your question. I'm available 24 hours. We explain, and I register you for exam, and you go for it. You get it. You get it. We make it easier, and you can get it. It's possible. You can get it. You can get it. We are here live in Madrid, and a lot of people are coming. Even I have some students that are coming, that are calling from Germany, that have gotten it from us last year. We have people from Norway that even got it. So you can get it. So you are here with people that can even explain it better with the years experience that we've gotten. We make it easier. We make it easier. The starting of this lecture, I explained to us that when you use the right material, you are able to get it easily. But when you use the wrong material, it will be hard for you to get it. The wrong material will give you a kind of stress, which I tell you in exam. But when you're able to use good material, most of the driving school doesn't give it out, because they look at it that it is expensive side, because the Spanish is more cheaper. So I tell you that go for the right material. You can call me if you don't want to even be a student. It's not compulsory. My own is that I just want to at least most of my Nigerian community here should get this driver's license this year, and it is possible. So the next question, which I'm going to explain here, which I told you that likely come in exam also, which we are able to do, is I told you that the bicycle should be able to carry passenger, which is the two questions are likely that are problem in exam when people go for exam. in bicycle. Another question here say the vehicle in the picture is only using a light as it got priority. Let me just show you the picture. The picture is this. Do you see an ambulance, a yellow ambulance, a yellow ambulance? That's it. The ambulance is a priority vehicle. That's one thing you have to know. And how does it signify its priority on the roadway? They signify their priority through two ways: through the acoustic signal, which is the siren, or through the lightning system, which is the light. So any of the two gives them priority on the roadway, whether they use siren alone or they use the light alone. In exam, they trick you by saying if an ambulance gets to your area without, or a junction without no siren, is it under priority? Yes, it's under priority. Most nights when you're sleeping and those police or ambulance, they pass your street, they don't want to blow siren because they don't want to disturb you at night. So they go with the lights. It's only when they get to a junction and they realize that that junction is not safe, that is when they put on the siren to be able to call the attention of other road users on the roadway. So you have to understand that the light alone gives them priority. That is the question that comes in the exam. Does it give them priority? Yes, it gives them priority, and it gives them opportunity, which you have to. And how do you help them? How do you facilitate their movement? By moving, you move away to the right side so that they can be able to locate their way through the left side of the road. So we have number 10 question. Number 10 question here. Number 10 question, sorry. Number 10 question say, a child is fasting into an authorized retainer seat. A retainer seat can be called homologated seat restraint system, can be called holding system. Anyhow they twist it in exam. They are just we call it baby seat in Africa. You understand me? They're facing backward. Is this permitted? When the baby seat is facing backward, good. It means that you put the baby seat at the front side, on your side, passenger co-pilot side. Now, what you need to do is that it has to face backward. It has to back the dashboard. Why? Because there's an airbag system on that side. So what you need to do is that you must disactivate the airbag. You have to deactivate the airbag. When you deactivate the airbag, the airbag will not be able to function. So in that case, you back the baby to the airbag so that when you are being stopped by a police officer and they realize that you have your baby on the front seat, what you need to do here is you must show to them that, look, my airbag is being deactivated. So in exam, before you can put the baby back in the front seat, the airbag on the co-pilot side has to be deactivated. A question comes from my Honorable Kelly. He said, drivers suffer from insulin treatment. Diabetes will be required to obtain a driver's license category driver's license. Normally in Spain, with this kind of medical issue, the driver might not be given if they realize that it's a top class kind of illness, or if it's a chronic kind of illness. They check the state of the illness and they are able. That's why they do a medical test. But if that person wants to do a license, can contact me on my number. The person will be able to achieve that. It's very easy. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. But always remember that medical test, that is any medical issue that is chronic, you will not be able to have your driver's license. A question come on board from Sister Dory say, if you're driving on a highway connecting to locality, can you use the fog light? No, you cannot use the fog light. If you use fog light in Spain without the concept of the fog light, the purpose of the fog light, you will be given a sanction of €150 sanction. So it is wrong for you to use the fog light on a wrong incident. You know, the purpose of fog light is used in any weather condition that significantly reduce visibility. You know, like weather condition or environmental condition that reduce visibility. Or the front fog light can also be used at any bend, any narrow bend that is able to signposted the curve. There's a sign there. When we say signposted, means that there's a curve sign, danger due to curve. So because when you are being stopped, it's funny. It's just like when you are able to understand the theory, you are able to defend it. There's a day I drove to one place in Madrid here. It's called Naranjo in Madrid. People that lives in Madrid will understand it. And there's a place that says no U-turn sign. No, they put no U-turn sign in that Narako, and I saw a police behind me, and I turned to the left. I enter a street to the left, and the police quickly blocked me and said, "Look, you don't see no U-turn. You don't supposed to turn to the left. Give me your paper. We are going to give you sanction." I said, "No, you don't know. That means that you don't know the meaning of no U-turn. A no U-turn can still permit me to go to the left. It does not prohibit me of not going to the left, but it only prohibits me not to make a U-turn." So later, it called the attention of a lot of police there that at the end of the day, when one other car down and I said, "Oh, yo, this African man knows more than you." Then so if you are to be someone who does not understand the difference between that, you'll be given a sanction and you take it home and you pay government. And any sanction you pay into government account does not come back to you. So it's a waste of money. So sometimes when you don't have a proper studying, you make blunder on the roadway and you pay for what you don't understand. So what you need to do is that you have to be attentive to be able to understand. It's very important for you to have a good theory. What we are doing online is, I realize that I love my Nigerian community. What can I do? What can I do to assist my Nigerian community? It's not free. I have students that pays me. I have up to many students online. But the issue is that we have to help the community to be able to pass this message across to people. A question comes from Mr. Morgan, says, "You didn't finish the bicycle, whether is it can tow a trailer?" Yeah, a bicycle can tow a trailer. Now, what is a trailer? A trailer is not that big container alone. A lot of people thought when they mention the word in exam, can a bicycle tow a trailer? The picture and in exam, remember, there's a secret which I'm going to tell you. Please, I want somebody to ask me when I will finish the lecture. There are 6 secrets. There's a secret in exam which you have to carry when you are going to the exam, which will be able to help you in exam. I'm going to tell you it's a joker at the end of this lecture. But what you need to understand is that anything you tow behind your vehicle becomes a trailer. So if the bicycle, you hang something, a small carro or baby carro or anything behind, and you're pulling the bicycle becomes the driver, and what you're towing behind is a trailer. Good. We have different type of trailer. We have 3 type of trailer. Remember, we have the light trailer, we have the normal trailer, and we have the semi-trailer. So this I will explain in the next class, but today I just want to limit myself to a question comes from my honorable, says, "Deep light is used when the visibility is limited to 100 meters. When the visibility is limited to almost 120, 150, not only 100 meters. And again, deep beam headlight is the normal light which we use in any reduced visibility. It is compulsory that you must use it in any visibility. In exam, it comes, can a motorcycle use deep beam headlight during the day? Yes, day and night, a motorcycle must put on a deep beam headlight. That is the normal light which we use to drive at night, because we have 3 kinds of filament of light on the headlamp. We have the side lights, we have the deep beam, and we have the main beam, which is called long range. So the one you use to drive is the deep beam. The side light, you only use it to park in an insufficient lit urban area. Attach your number to line, please. Any of my students that are there can help me to post the line, because I connect on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and so connected with different 4 cameras here. So what you need to is 620-586-038. Somebody should type it, 620-586-038. You can call in to ask question. If you can't type, you can call in to ask question, or you call how you can be a student. We have online class that is going on, and we make it convenient for as many students that comes with us. And within a month, maximum 6 weeks, you can pass. We make it pass. We make it easy. And I get the material across to you. If you're living in Madrid, I get the material across to you. If you're living outside Madrid, I post the material to you, and you get it, and you join us online. I register you online with us, and you receive live lecture like this. And what we are doing now is to help as many students that are outside there. We might not be able to give you 100% of what we are doing because it's free. You have to pay for it to be able to have the full one, but we are assisting. So a question comes, can you drive on an interurban road with high beam headlights when there is heavy rainfall or fog? No. In an urban area, you cannot use high beam unless you don't have fog lights. If you don't have fog light, the full light can substitute the fog lights, because fog light is meant to be used in any weather, any heavy rainfall. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Number, okay. Okay, somebody has posted my number. Sister Patient has posted my number, 620-586-038. 038, not 068. 038. 38. 38. Please, somebody should help me to be rolling the number in case someone wants to call in. Do drug affect the perception of risk? Yes. Yes. When you're under the intake of drug, you are expected to have a kind of problem that will reduce that will reduce your reaction capacity, and it will increase your reaction time. And when your reaction time increases, it becomes a problem to you. Laura baby, thank you for coming on our YouTube channel. Thank you for coming on our YouTube channel. If you have any question, you can drop it on YouTube channel. Also, I'm on Facebook and YouTube channel. Call for more details privately. Thank you very much, my honorable. You're blessed. I'll be expecting your call, sir. So long time. So that's what we are trying to do in just this short minutes is to explain the likely questions which comes up in exam, which you need to understand, and how trickish they make it go. Now, look at number 11. Number 11 say, is it considered that stopping and parking a serious obstacle for traffic means? Yes, most especially when you park it on a kind of disable. When most of time, most people make error. They go and park where they put handicap signboard. It's a big sanction. You don't park on handicap sanction. You have to park on a place that is not meant for handicap, because blocking the passage of an handicap, a less privileged, a reduced mobility person, they can call it that way, you're making a kind of blunder, which results to if you connect a question, say, okay, yes, replied on it. Somebody replied, okay. What is hypnosis drug? Okay, good. Sister Doris, I think, are you my students? Are you my students, Sister Doris? But Akayode, good evening. Please, I'm going to call you next week, or try to write me. But Akayode, I'm going to call you next week on what we spoke last time. Please, don't forget, please. So that is a drug. Let me just put it like this way: is a drug. Is a drug. Sister Doris, no, you are not my student. Sister Doris, I'm going to give you a book very soon. Don't worry. But you need to be my class. Just be my class. I will call me, and I give you a kind of good discount, because I see that most of the time, anytime I come online, you are always there. So, and I see the seriousness. I can call me later. I'll give you a discount to be my student, a kind of scholarship that will be my student online, so that it will really fine tune you. A question said there is no, but in the mosque there is no. Okay, some people are helping me to answer. Good. I have teachers here that I help me. There is yes. Okay, good. So what we are saying is that the secret. Let me just try to launch the real thing that I said I want to say before we'll call it a day tonight, is that if you go to the exam, you're going to experience 30 questions. Listen to me very well. You're going to experience 30 questions. But in the 30 questions, there are 6 pictures that contradict the question. What I'm saying is that this is, for example, this is the question. You have pictures, you have question, and you have the objective. You have pictures. If you are a type that look at pictures so much, you're going to fail 6. That is why many people, when they go to exam, they fail 6. You're going to fail 6. This is just a secret. You are likely to fail 6 because there are 6 pictures that contradict. So what should I do? What you should do is, when you go to the exam, if a question does not ask you to look at the picture, forget about that question. If a question does not say, according to this picture, forget about the question. Are you getting me? Just forget about the question. What you need to do is that concentrate more on the question and try to digest the objective. There are 2 objectives that seems right. They look alike, but one is right. One is totally wrong. So you have to pick the right one. And in exam, you must get minimum of 27. 26 is a fail. So it is very important for you to understand to understand this. It is very, very important. Those are the secrets. That's the one secret I can drop today for you on this line, because I said I'm not going to use more than 30 minutes for the lecture, and I'm going to come again online. If you follow me on Facebook, I will be changing the time which you come online like this to assist as much people as possible. Remember, we have a class, we have our own class, which will prepare people in just a month to pass. Whether you want to do big class or you want to do trailer, lorry, anyone you want to do, we prepare you to get. But remember, the only license that carries 6 other languages are the B license. And other licenses gives you room for the Spanish. It has to be done in Spanish. So you have to understand that if you want to be a student, my number is posted on the platform. You can call me anytime. We get the material across to you. We prepare you. We have the target to make student pass within a month. Within a month, if the student is serious, we make it happen. And we do all the possible best at a conducive time to make it happen. So a question, some people are still bringing up questions, and this is my first time and I will enjoy the team. Good. Just follow me up on Facebook always, and go to my YouTube channel. Just go to my YouTube channel. Register there are a lot of video on my YouTube channel, which helps a lot of people to pass. Some people call me that I'm not your student, but I always enjoy you on YouTube. Good. Go to the YouTube channel. We are not doing it for money online. We are doing it for assist a lot of people online. I want to see all my brothers not being into problem of license. If you can't pay me, you can get it, but you will not get the 100%. But if you pay me, you come to my class, you will get the best, the complete best out of me. So that's what we are saying here. Which group of pedestrians are more likely to have an accident? The group of pedestrians that are more likely to have accidents are the children or the elderly ones. Which are the elderly ones are people above 65 years of age. 65 years of age. When you're above, oh, brother bless, longest time. I think in 2 or 3 weeks they can. Yes, because you did it in some. How many years ago you did it in 3 weeks? Yeah, I know you did it. You broke the record. That you did it in 3 weeks. Somebody did it in 2 weeks also. I could remember how many years ago did you have contact with us? So bless, it's nice having you line. Oh, Europe. Good. Please, how can I search on YouTube? Very good. I'm going to post. The YouTube. Some people are on YouTube. We are connected to YouTube. How can you search on YouTube? I'm going to put on Facebook. You're going to see my YouTube channel. I'm going to just post my YouTube channel on Facebook for you to be able to have it now. My YouTube channel is the same name on Facebook. Steve Adetela. The same name on Facebook. Just go. 2012. 2012 is when my brother. 2012. Very far. That's great. I'm interested being your student. So, Don Kobo, please, you can call me, sir. I'm available to assist as much as possible. So what we did tonight, please, you can join. I don't want to stay more than the time which I told my people, though I was not able to finish those tests I need to on the go, but we have a lot to do. If you what I'm doing is that if people are encourage you that they can sit for you, pay somebody to do exam, I want to encourage you that it is possible. I can make you to pass. If only you believe. Just give me a doubt. Just don't doubt it. Just give me a trust. Just little trust. Little trust for it. You can do it. Don't allow people to tell you that they can go and do it for you. A lot of Nigeria, they did it for them. They cash. Some of them are into serious problems, serious crime, going to court. This season of pandemic, please, the government of Spain is like a lion that is watching, sleeping. Don't go and perch lion. Don't go and wake lion. Anybody they bite, don't, please. I tell people, if you're not ready to have it, don't pay somebody. I'm not scaring you. They can pay someone and you scale through. Good. But let me just tell you something. The risk is a big delito, is a big problem when you are caught. When you are caught, one person will lose his residence. Please, I'm encouraging you as a Nigerian on this platform and as a Nigerian here in Spain. I'm contributing my quota to tell you, let this video go round. Please don't encourage people to do for you. you can do it. If you cannot read and write, please, we have a formality of explaining to people that cannot read and write. You can stay long in my class. I have people in my class that are 1 year. They cannot read and write and they are coping. Little by little, everything is getting clear to them. I always tell people, when you register with me, it's until you pass. It's until you pass. I push you till when I see that, yeah, and class is going on. We have class on voice note. And all my class are live. On live from your convenient house, you can be able to receive lecture on your mobile phone, and you will contact just like this. What we are doing, a lot of students beg me to come on platform because some of our people are having wrong theory on the roadway that they have to pay somebody, they have to go to some state. I'm not disputing that. I'm not spoiling anybody's job. But what I'm telling you is that please don't let us have a high number of Nigeria in crime on this issue. When you go to some seminar with police, you hear that Nigerian people, they will tell the same story in the exam or when they are caught, that they don't pay. But we know that nobody will go for somebody without collecting money. So it's an insult on somebody like us when we go outside to this place and we hear that. We hear that 74 Nigerians since January has been arrested in exam hall. My God, in Spain, 74. Why? Why? When you can sit down, create time in just 2 weeks. A brother just called now and said he got his own 2 or 3 weeks. I could remember 2012 with me. And that brother was so busy working that time. And even then, he's even doing a university program in Nigeria. So it's not so easy. Nothing is free. Nothing is easy. But you just have to create the time. And God will help us, guy. He can make it. Thank you very much. He's still online. Even he's the one that just dropped the message. So please, God will help us so much. Please, can we place the right answer on the WhatsApp? I'm going to do that. Master Femi, I'm going to do that now. You believe you know. So good. So thank you very much. I remain Steve online, Steve in Madrid. That makes it real. I make it possible. I have to go to my class, so I'm just done with the video today. And next week I'm going to tell you, if you follow me on Facebook, always just follow me on Facebook. You'll be able to see the next time we're coming. It might be Saturday, it might be Sunday. We always have Saturday on Sunday. We'll have Friday sometime. So just call me. Just help us to share the video. Tell people that it is possible. If you want to get your license theory easily, contact Steve. It is possible, and we make it possible. We make it possible for you, and it is possible. Just keep. Thank you very much for coming on board. Hello, students. I have to let me just. So let me just try to, because I have a lot of people on the Facebook and they are disturbing there. Are we there? I've called the Facebook, so I'm still live on the YouTube. Are we there? If you are there, please say hi. Let me just see someone say hi. I think Femi is here. Laura baby is here. My number is still 620586038. Okay. My sister is there. Good. Now, I stop at number 11. Number 11 of the book. Great, bless. I stop at number 11 of the book. So let me try to continue from here, because on the Facebook, we have a lot of people that just climb up, and it's so great having a lot there. So we have to assist. I went 2 days out to a police seminar, and I heard that 74 Nigerians has been caught since January. This is February. 74 in the whole Spain doing exam for. And I said, yeah, and it's an embarrassing. And a police Spanish asked me, what is your contribution to these people? So that is why I see that every weekend now I have to just come to assist little, but it will just be 50% of me. It can't be complete, because if you pay me, you will have my attention complete. So what we are doing here, number 11 of the test. I think I'm on number 11. I've explained. Number 12, are we there? Number 12 is Number 12 is, on a motorway, are you permitted to drive at an abnormal slow speed? At an abnormal slow speed, can you drive? Yes. If the traffic is light, but not abnormal slow speed, yes. That is the C. That's why the C is the answer. It's yes, you can do that. If the traffic is light, but not in a dense kind. So you can do a kind of abnormal slow speed because the weather condition permits you to do abnormal slow speed. For example, the minimum speed on a motorway is 60. If you are going less than 60, if you realize that 60 is dangerous for you on a motorway, you can be able to go less than 60 and get it done. Number 14 says here, say from a police vehicle, a police officer makes signal to the vehicle that is driving in front for it to stop. What must the driver do? That driver must stop and remain in the car. You must stop. When the police asks you to stop, you don't need to stop and come out from the car. You have to remain in the car. That's the law. Coming out from the car can make a police to shoot you. So you have to stay in the car and allow them to give you the order, the next order to do. Number 15 of the book says, of the test says, hope you're following, please. I'm going to give all the answers, but I'm explaining to us that are online. Number 15. As a general rule, what is the maximum level of alcohol permitted to drive any vehicle? The maximum permitted alcohol, maximum as authority, is 0.25 milligram of alcohol per liter in exhale here. 0.25. That is the general. Exceptional cases now says if you are less than 2 years with your license, 0.15. But general, nobody should go beyond 0.25. Number 16 says, when it is rain, must you pay special attention to any particular area of the road? Yes, the deep is the pothole or area with rain pebbles where you have the potholes. When it is raining, you have to be very, very careful to enter a kind of pothole. That's why the hay becomes the answer. Please, this video from the YouTube can be shared in the class. Please, somebody should help me to share in the class later so that I will not need to re-explain like this to the class, so that people that are not online can be able to join, because some people call me that they will be in the at work and they might not be able to join the YouTube. So we should try to so somebody should help me to like copy it to the class. Now, number 17 says, on this urban road, are you permitted to overtake from the right? In urban road, you are permitted to overtake from any side. Since it's delimited with line, since there's a line on the road, you are permitted. If you look at the picture, look, this is an urban road and there's a line that separates. So I can carry out overtaking on the left or on the right. The law that says overtaking should be from the left is the law for outside of town. Number 18, with a B license, are you permitted to drive a taxi on duty? With a B license, are you permitted to drive a taxi on a year? With a B license, you can be able to do taxi. Like there's a community that you just have to just do the course of taxi and you get it done. Like Uber, like Cabify, like Lyft. With your B license, you are able to do it. What you just need to do is their kind of community test. Number 19 here says, animals that are driven in air or flock, .. They will walk as close to the right edge. That is the hay. They have to walk to the right edge of the roadway. They have to walk to the right edge. When you're rearing animal, like the Fulani men we have that put stupid people, they put it on the main road. It has to be on the right side. Number 20, this sign, .. This sign. Look at the sign. This sign, when I was teaching sign, I explained to us, secular red means that prohibition. What is it prohibiting? It's prohibiting a lorry or a van that is longer than 10 meters length. prohibiting a length that is more than 10 meters. So that's the right answer in this place will now be prohibit vehicle or group of vehicle with a maximum length, including the load. Remember, if the load is even as kind of protruding out with the load. So in this place, with this sign means that any vehicle that is longer than 10 meters should not be found on that road. Good. Number 21 of that book, number 21 of our test. Please hope we are getting it. Hope I still have my student online. Hope I still have my student online. Please let me hear I from somebody if I still have you online. Number 21 says, the majority of cases when children are knocked down occur dash dash dash. At the end of the school day, children, they talk about children. At the end of the school days, they are knocked down. At the end of the school days, they are knocked down. So when children are coming out from school, that is when they get knocked down because they play so much. And in exam, a question can also come and says, which of the children, male or female? Is the male, because it's the male that are playful on the roadway after school. Good. Number 22, for a correct use of light, what must you check? A correct use of light, what must you check? You check the regulation, the function, and the condition of the lighting system, which is the C. You have to check that. That is it. Number 23, this sign, remember, is blue. It's telling you the kind of road you are driving on, motorway or dual carriageway, the exit road, motorway or dual carriageway. So you have to understand that C is the answer. Pre-warning on a road, motorway and highway for the direction of the road, motorway is pre-warning you, warning you that the next exit on it. Number 24 here says the sign indicate the location of, look at this, the sign. This sign is found on a level crossing. So it's telling us A is the answer. The location of a level crossing without barrier and more than one track. The reason why it's more than one track is because of this one under it. This one. This X alone is just a level crossing. But when the level crossing is now more than one track, it means that there are track going, coming, more than one track. Number 25 here says, if you're driving the yellow car and you want to turn right, what must you do? Look at it. You're driving this yellow car and you want to turn right. What must you do? There's a red light here. There's a green light here. They say, what must you do? What you mean that you turn right because the light permits you to do so. Hey, because the green light is on the right. So it permits me to turn to the right. So there's no problem because the light on the left has nothing to control me. I taught people when I was teaching the lighting system, I think that time, or right of way, that junction. Now, number 26 says, is it mandatory to carry a reflective jacket for the passenger in the private car? No, it is not compulsory. The compulsory reflective jacket you must carry is one for the driver. You can carry 4, you can carry 10 if you like, but compulsory that you must have one. I don't think of the passenger for reflective jackets. So now number 27 says, what does this sign indicate? Look at the sign, this circular red. Remember that I taught you that this circular red with 2 arrows means that a narrow section of road. The other side we face with rectangular or square blue with arrow also. So it means that right of way is given to the person from the other side, not you from the other side. So the answer will be C in this place. 27 will be C in this place, which is obligates me to give way to the oncoming vehicle from the opposite direction. Number 28 say an insufficient lit road. Lit road means that usage of light means lit, is understood to be to an insufficient means that street, I cannot read the plate number in 10 meters. I cannot dictate the color of the vehicle in 50 meters. That makes it insufficient. It has a light, but the light is not enough because I cannot read the plate number in 10 meters. I cannot detect the color of the vehicle in 50 meters. Number 29. Number 29 says, in order to be able to see in the blind spots, what can you do? What is a blind spot? A blind spot is an area which your mirror, your side mirror, cannot see the vehicle again. You understand me? Like if the vehicle is coming from your behind, you're seeing it. But maybe the vehicle is closer to your side, you can't see it again. So that area becomes the blind spot. You turn your head to see the vehicle then to correct the blind spot. So C becomes the answer. Turn your head slightly to complete the vision in the rear view mirror. Number 30. Number 30 says, this sign indicates obligation of driving using the, look, driving using the at least deep beam headlight. Obligation. You know, I told you secular blue means obligation, 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 which is number A is the answer. So I think this video should go to our class page. Somebody should help me to send it to our class page to be able to let people understand the explanation. And next weekend, I think we'll join on video, or if any other student call for video like this. The purpose of having class like this, I thank you, Mr. Femi, for being able to call for this video this week. He's the one that called me 2 days ago that we should try to go on video like this. So sometimes when any student wants a video like this, should call on video. I will always be available to come on video and to assist as much things as possible and to explain. And one question will take us far. That is what we are doing when we are on the YouTube, on the Facebook channel there. So because, and I have some students that quickly hooked up with it. So people are using the opportunity to be able to ask questions, and which is helping. So please help us to share our posters, help us to share online, tell people that you know that it is possible. We'll make it happen. And they can even have a means of payment easily. Please, God bless you. I remain Steve. And I love you so much for believing in me and making it real. So we'll meet next time. God bless you all. Bye.